Hey, guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we're here with a weapon that I will say has been probably one of the best weapons we've recently got. And we all kind of knew when Edge of Fate came, it was going to be insane. But the main reason I want to go over today is for a couple of reasons. Mainly because, of course, Saturday is going to be the new epic raid. And this weapon, I'm telling you, is going to be used by a lot of people. And it's going to be the Mint Retrograde. Now, I already kind of told you about the new Malpus and how broken that kind of is. It's insane. But if you do want to use something else in that exotic slot, of course, like, I mean, Thunderlord, you know, the GOAT, or just any other sort of exotic weapon as well, the Mint Retrograde is just one of the most god tier special weapons that's really in the game right now. And the main reason to kind of look at it now is the reason I'm at the tower is that Zavala is going to be selling them as his weekly weapon. And of course, too, if you go to the portal today, which is on Thursday reset, if you go to Pinnacle and then you go, of course, to the pre-stage mission, that is where this weapon is going to be dropping from as well. Get rank B or higher and like the, I think, Master and above. And you will get yourself the Mint Retrograde and everything, which is pretty cool. And as I said, Zavala is going to be selling some now. I will say, disclaimer, I looked at these weapons yesterday and they had different roles. I don't know why right now these weekly weapons are changing roles every day. It had a bunch of chain reaction roles, which is kind of the god role. It doesn't have that anymore. So yeah, maybe you want to wait a day or two, or maybe wait till tomorrow, see the roles change again. But what he currently does have is going to be, of course, recycled with, of course, Master of Arms, Hatchling, and One for All. Not too bad a roll. He is going to have, of course, beacon rounds with the Elemental Honing, Master of Arms, and Recycled Energy. Another pretty decent roll. Hatchling, Envious Arsenal with the Elemental Honing, and One for All. Honestly, not too bad either. As I said, chain reaction, though, if that chain reaction was with, of course, the Hatchling or something, or the Envious Arsenal, it would be so freaking dope. You're going to have Envious Arsenal, Hatchling, and with, of course, the Master of Arms and Bait and Switch. Just for me, when it comes to these current roles, this is probably be the god one for me. And last but not least, gonna have another Envious Arsenal with Bait and Switch, One for All, and the Beacon rounds. Honestly, you could go for this one too if you want to have the One for All, but these two are kind of similar, and Hatchling's just super fun. I do have my own role with, of course, Envious Arsenal, Bait and Switch. It's just super nice roll and everything, but we're gonna showcase exactly why you should be trying to get yourself some rolls of this, as I said, with the chain reaction and stuff too. It's gonna be super dope. So without further ado, let's go into some PvE with the Mint Retrograde. Alrighty, so we are of course gonna be on the battlegrounds, and thank god I got into a game because I don't know what's going on, but Bungie are having some absolute crazy server issues. But of course, this is gonna have Bait and Switch and everything, so I can start to absolutely rail with the damage. You can see you can just drop with this sort of weapon. Oh my god, they got this in the freaking playlist again, buddy. Freaking take me, thank you. Oh my god, why is that in the game again? I hate that modifier so much. But you can gotta see damage wise that this can absolutely rail. It's pretty much like auto tracking as well as little rocket missiles, but ever since this came out, it's been an absolute freaking beast. And of course, with the amount of ways you can kind of get it for this week, really, in terms of it's in obviously the portal playlist for today until tomorrow reset. Zavala, as I said, has a couple of roles. It is kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why Zavala's roles are changing randomly. They shouldn't change. They should be just weekly roles, but it means you could get the god roll, you know what? Which could be great. As I said, we had chain reaction rolls yesterday, which are so much fun, of course, in the I'd say more clear sort of ways and everything like that. But you can kind of see, even without Bait and Switch, I am freaking railing. And please tell me this box is still here. Oh, there we go. Look at us get that ammo. But yeah, of course, chain reaction kind of railing when it comes to, of course, the old clear potential. But obviously, having a weapon like this with, of course, the Envious Arsenal and everything, and of course, the old Bait and Switch, it will absolutely roll. This is going to be absolutely freaking nasty. And as I said, this is going to be one of these weapons that come, of course, the epic raid. You're going to see this a lot. No! Oh, Hellfire Crimson Phoenix. Oh, come help a brother out. I'm going to blow in 15. Oh, boys, suck me off. Suck it in. Thank you. Oh, my God. And I do have, as I said, Envious Arsenal on this, too. So, I mean, it's a pretty quick reload. You don't need to have it. But obviously, in a damage rotation, it's going to be pretty nice to have the Envies. You can kind of see it there. It just actually procced. So it is going to be kind of nice, and then you have a full mag ready to go with, of course, the Bait and Switch. And as I said, Bait and Switch on this is just, it's damn freaking nasty when it comes to damage. So yeah, 100%, like just tell you straight away, if you don't have rolls of this, what are you doing? You need to get rolls of it. But as I said, there's just so many super nice ways of kind of getting rolls of it this week. So when it comes to getting the raid kind of raid ready and everything, I would be 100% looking to get rolls of this, because it's just an absolute freaking beast. I mean, the rolls on this are just so freaking good. And oh my god, we blasted him. The one thing that is obviously just not going to be amazing is pretty much really the ammo economy, obviously, because they spam so many shots. You don't get great reserves. But the one thing that's really nice is that I'm pretty sure with when it comes to, and oh my god, we're gonna rail this thing. Oh, the bait and switch. But when it comes to enhanced perk traits and everything, of course, it is going to be a little different depending on your level, what you can buy off Zavala. But if you get like a tier 4 where everything's enhanced, or a tier 5, I'm pretty sure Envious Arsenal gives you 20% or 20 plus to armor generation. And then Chain Reaction also gives you plus 20. Bait and switch doesn't, but that's another reason to kind of get those rolls. And oh my god, yo, Hellfire, suck me in, suck me in, suck me up, please. Buddy, screw the odds, come help me. Oh, suck it, brother. Oh, I'm so dead. This guy doesn't know. He doesn't know. There we go. But yeah, depending on, of course, what sort of enhanced traits and everything you get on this, it's going to benefit from different stuff, of course, different sort of enhanced, extra perk bonuses and whatnot. But as I said, when it comes down to it in PvE, it's just one of these where it's like, it's kind of a must get. There's nothing else like it. As I said, we got the new Malpus, which is exotic and everything, but as you kind of already tell, it's an exotic weapon, so realistically, a lot of people will say that they don't want you to be kind of, having to go in with that. You want to kind of go in with legendary versions that will do absolute work. As I said, with bait and switch, I actually had a proc there, so I didn't get to kind of go. But with bait and switch, as I said, it's just going to be so good for damage rotations or whatnot. And the chain reaction is going to be so nice with, of course, like hatchling or something for the old PvE or just like general sort of active potential. So 100%, as I said, Mint Retrograde. It's just one of these you got to get your hands on. It's been an absolute revolution since it's come out, and with the raid and everything, or the epic raid kind of stuff coming up, it's just one of these must-haves. It's one of the must-haves. Well, that is it for me, and of course, the Mint Retrograde itself. We did some PvE there. I just got kicked. I got a bot error, or whatever error it was. I don't know. The game right now, stability-wise, server-wise, is in a horrid state. It keeps on dying on me. But of course, this was the Mint Retrograde I was going in with. There is some other rolls you can kind of use. I was using Temporal Blast because it's just such a good mod. But there is some other rolls you can get off Zavala. As I said, with the Envious Arsenal, bait and switch will be, for me, just the best DPS rotation sort of weapon you can kind of go for. As I did say, though, if you're going to buy from Zavala, he does currently, it seems bugged that each day it keeps kind of resetting his rolls. So if you want to kind of wait, you can. See if the rolls change. We don't like any of the rolls today, but as I said, this was a really dope ass kind of combo too. And of course, you can farm it today too. If you want to do Presage and the Pinnacle Ops, you can farm out for this Mint Retrograde. But as I said, this right now is just an absolute bagger. And because there's so many kind of ways to get it right now for this week, and with the epic raid coming up, that's why I wanted to do a video on it. So yeah, 100%. It's just one of these weapons that's a must get. It's absolutely freaking crazy. As I said, the only other option you really have if you want to like a pulse like this is really the new Malpus, but one, it's broken. Yes, it's probably better overall, but it is an exotic. So if you want to run other sorts of builds and everything, or other sorts of exotics, especially just higher DPS sort of weapons, yeah, the new Mint Retrograde, absolute freaking beast. You gotta get your hands on them. But regardless, if you liked the video, just like, and really some more content, subscribe. Fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.